Okay, first of all, the first thing I want to address, the elephant in the room about apparently Shedeur Sanders doing terrible in the interview room, bombing interviews, potentially purposely because he doesn't want to get drafted by certain teams. I can't say I blame him for that, so that's just to quickly address that. I don't care if he sucks in the interview room, because interviews don't really matter at any position. I don't care if you suck at interviews. If you're good on the field, it's all that matters. There are plenty of players that suck doing interviews and are not good in the interview room. And have quote-unquote bombed interviews that have gone on to have great NFL careers. I don't think Shedeur is going to have a good NFL career whatsoever. I think the exact opposite is going to occur, and that's what I'm here to talk about today. Why I think Shedeur Sanders sucks, and why he's one of the worst quarterback prospects that has been mocked in the first round that I've ever seen in my entire life. Now, in fucking 22 years of living, I have not seen a more grossly overhyped, overrated prospect at the quarterback position in ever. Literally ever. I mean, Shedeur Sanders, this is about as bad as you can get. This is a guy who did not show that he could read a defense in college. Did not show, and by the way, throwing to the first guy you look at who's wide open by 30 yards, that's not reading a defense. Anybody can do that. Air raid systems, air raid offenses do not require the quarterback to make complex reads, and that is why a lot of air raid quarterbacks fail at the NFL level. And it's as simple as that. I can't put it into more layman's terms. And like an air raid offense is not an indicator of whether a quarterback will succeed or not, because anybody who is anything could put up good numbers in an air raid offense. There have been plenty of air raid offenses run at smaller schools, and you know those quarterbacks at smaller schools don't go on to have good NFL careers because their stats were just padded by a scheme that is, you know, not sort of anything close to a pro system. And what Shermer was running, but Pat Shermer, he was an NFL coach and a coordinator. He sucked! He was fucking horrible, alright? He was absolutely terrible, and I don't want to hear anything about it. He bounced around from team to team to team because he was fucking garbage. It's as simple as that. And Shedeur Sanders is simply not a good quarterback. He lacks anticipation, high-level processing speed. He lacks arm strength, athleticism. This guy is not an athlete whatsoever. And, but he can get around and maneuver in the pocket and defenders, and yeah, he can maneuver against defensive tackles and edge rushers and linebackers playing for cream puff teams like fucking Cincinnati. Just because you can avoid a Cincinnati linebacker doesn't mean you're good. Cincinnati gets three fucking star players who never make it at the next level, who never transition well into the professional levels. And once again, that's how it is. Linebackers at schools like cream puff schools like Cincinnati and Arizona, they don't fucking succeed at the next level. It is really that fucking easy to comprehend that. So he beat up on cream puff teams with horrible pass defenses, with no future NFL pro safeties, corners, linebackers, or pass rushers. Matter of fact, there's no talent on either side of the football for those teams, and Colorado beats up on those cream puff teams, and people think Colorado was some fucking great team, but the only ranked team they played the whole season, in the regular season, they lost the game. They lost to Kansas State. But it was a close game. They lost. That's all that matters. I don't care how close it was. They fucking lost. If they played a ranked SEC or Big Ten program, it would have been 56-0 by halftime, and Shedeur Sanders would have thrown 4 or 5 interceptions in that fucking game. Guarantee you. And when all that stuff adds up, the lack of mobility, can't read a coverage, doesn't anticipate, doesn't process well. All that stuff, when you add that all up into one, it spells a fucking disaster. It's going to be a fucking modern day quarterbacking tragedy for whatever team selects him, man. And people don't fucking get it. You overhype these shit prospects and you get shit. You literally get nothing but straight shit. And I don't get it. I don't get the fascination with hype every year for mediocre at best prospects at the quarterback position. Just because they played the most important position in the damn sport don't mean you need to hype the fucking guy up. You might as well. It's like the Jackson Dart hype. I don't get the Jackson Dart hype either. I will never understand it, and I don't understand the Shedeur Sanders hype, even more than the Dart hype, because at least Dart, he's a little bit athletic, he can move, he got a decent arm. Everything about Shedeur Sanders is fucking cream puff. Cream puff. Fucking cream puff, man. I don't get it. Stop hyping up trash. He sucks. Watch BYU. Watch fucking Nebraska. Watch the 2 best fucking teams. 3 best fucking teams. he played against. Watch Kansas State. Watch Kansas. Watch the best teams he fucking went up against on that damn schedule this year. He looked underwhelming. The stats look good in the game. That don't mean he played good, because his stats of the season and in the game were good. Stop watching the stats. Stop watching the goddamn box scores. They don't fucking mean a goddamn thing. And I'm sick and tired of people thinking all the fucking time that stats are the end-all be-all of everything about the QB position. They don't mean a fucking thing. Josh Rosen had great college stats. He was a fucking piece of shit. He was a piece of shit for a reason. He sucked on the fucking field. He was awful in the locker room as well. But I'm not going to take the, he's got locker room cancer, he's got attitude problems, whatever. I'm not going to take that seriously, because quite frankly, I don't give a fuck. I'm more worried about the on-the-field concerns of Shedeur Sanders, where he sucks at, everything when it comes to playing quarterback. He sucks at literally fucking everything. So, yeah, you're just jealous. You're jealous of Shedeur that he has more money than you, and that he's a millionaire, and that he's really, really rich, and he's really, really famous. Well, first of all, you're actually, in reality, the jealous one, because you're defending a millionaire. You're defending someone who was born into a millionaire family. So you're basically projecting that you should have been the one to be in that situation, to be born into a family with vast riches and stuff like that. You're projecting that insecurity upon fucking other people, and it's embarrassing. Grow up! Alright, yeah, I don't know what else to say about Shedeur Sanders. I don't know what else to say about fanboys of Shedeur Sanders. You're just jealous. You're jealous. What the fuck am I jealous of? Tell me what the fuck I'm jealous of. That he sucks at fucking quarterback. I'm going insane in this video. It's just sad to see, quarterbacks get overhyped every goddamn year, but this might be one of the worst ones I've ever seen, man. Garbage at every fucking aspect and level, man. Crazy. Fucking crazy, bro. Crazy overhype. This shit's ridiculous, man. Get the cock out your mouth and wake up. Do your own research. Oh, I'm gonna look at stats. Stats do not mean anything. They don't mean anything. They don't fucking matter. So stop using them. Done, man. I'm done with this fucking video. It's over, bro. Thank you all for watching. This has been Mr. Truth, and this was nothing but the truth.